Yeah, I mean, what was it like running out there in those conditions?
I mean, it was like basically like a river the whole time. I mean, the course was completely wet, wind, rain. I mean, basically the nastiest conditions you could possibly imagine running in. Really, it was tough, but I made the decision early to not go with the lead group. It just felt a little quick for the day, I thought, and we had a nice, solid group of about 5 or 6 guys that stayed together for a really long time, and I think they were running kind of the effort that I felt like was maintainable for the day. So I'm really happy with the decision I made to just kind of run a pace that I knew I could run for the day and just see what that got me. I didn't anticipate, I guess, maybe how much the front group would just kind of blow up to get to 5th, but I feel like I made the exact decision I wanted to on the day. So.
Yeah, was that something you just decided to do in the moment, or what did Jerry and you talked about for the plan going?
I mean, we talked about staying with the lead group, but they actually went out pretty fast. I mean, like it was pretty quick early. So I after the first maybe 5K, I kind of like looked around. I was like, I came through in like 15:08. Like it's pretty quick. Like that's pretty quick for what the day and that sort of thing, and the shape I felt like I was in. So I just decided to check off. I mean, I was kind of kicking myself for the next few miles because I felt so good running because we slowed down quite a bit. I was like, man, maybe I made the wrong choice, but it became clear once we saw Abdi like maybe around mile like halfway, about 13, 14. Like I was like, I think I made the right decision because we started to catch him and some other guys, and then we just kind of had some positive momentum through the hills. Tyler Fennell made a huge move. He had a lot of running in him still, so I was able to kind of use his energy once he joined our group to kind of keep moving.
So he caught up to you guys? Or
he did, yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah, he caught us. I'm trying to remember exactly when he caught us. I want to say it was around mile 15 or 16, kind of right before you, like right around the overpass before you go through the hills.
Yeah. And who were you running with at that point?
It was Scott Smith, myself, Kane Kibet, who else? Ryan Vale, Tim Ritchie, that kind of crew.
Yeah. And are you talking to them? Like, are you guys saying like, hey, let's stick together for a while at least?
There was no words exchanged, but it was kind of like clear that was, I mean, it was the front group, then it was us, and then there was no one. So that was kind of clear that it was like, that was the plan.
What are you thinking, I guess, when you're seeing like all these pieces of that front pack just blown up?
That didn't happen until pretty late, but it was wild. Like I saw guys just weren't even moving anymore, and then I kind of got excited, and then someone shouted out to me, "You're an 8th." I was like, "Oh, sweet, I'm an 8th."
What place do you think
this is I don't know. I had no idea. I mean, like you don't know who's dropped out at that point. You don't know much. Like, I mean, I was kind of thinking about like I was watching the Masters last week, and those guys, because they don't know anything unless you look at the scoreboard, and a lot of it, like Jordan Spieth was like, I don't look at the scoreboard. It's like, it was kind of the same thing. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was just running my race, and someone shouted out, "You're an 8th." And that kind of got me excited. And then I passed a couple more guys, and I knew I was in 7th and 6th. And then, just kind of building excitement over the last few miles.
If you had a long run scheduled for a day like this, would you have gone out and finished?
Oh no, you don't need, like, if we had a long run schedule for today, it would have been like, all right, we'll wait till tomorrow, right? Like, I mean, we run in pretty tough conditions in Portland. I mean, it is often rainy and cold, but it's never like this. I mean, this was a deluge. Like, I think one time in Portland they called it an atmospheric river, and that's what it was. It was an atmospheric river. I knew it was going to be tough. I don't think I realized it was going to be that, like, as tough as it was, but at the same time, I was ready. Like, I was just going to run my race, and whatever that got me.
Yeah. Your first couple marathons, I mean, I think it was 2:14 and 2:13, and now, I don't know whether, time's pretty irrelevant today, but top 5 in a major.
Yeah.
pretty darn good. I mean, what are your thoughts on that and your progressions?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was ready. I knew I was in PR form coming into this weekend. Obviously, like as it became clearer and clearer that the weather wasn't going to be good, I knew that was out the window.
Yeah.
I kind of thought the winning time might be 2:13 or 2:14 today. I don't even know what it ended up being.
2:15.
2:15. Okay, so it wasn't too far off of that. Obviously, that was that's over my current PR. But yeah, I mean, 5th place is great. Like I beat dudes that I had no business beating probably on a normal day. So
what was your reaction, I guess, finding out the Japanese guy won?
that was, I mean, it's not that surprising. I mean, they're just such good. Like the Japanese are very tough marathoners, and especially after watching Tokyo this year, I guess I'm not entirely surprised that the Japanese guy was like holding it down and got it done. I am surprised, however, I heard Karui had a massive lead going until maybe like the last mile.
It was like 90 seconds, I think.
Okay,
The last couple miles.
I mean, but I felt like I was running really slow the last 2 miles. Like, I actually felt, and to go back, like, I felt really pretty in control and pretty good until 5K to go. And then each mile got progressively harder. But also it was exciting too because I was passing guys that were walking at that point. So
I think it looked like that for everyone because Karui, we
Yeah.
were looking in the press room, it's like he's barely moving
Yeah.
when Kawashi went by, but no
Yeah.
one else passed him. He
No.
still got 2nd place.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
You've raced in Japan a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So it's like, what have you, I guess, observed about like their running culture out there? Because like this
Yeah.
is just another
Sure.
step forward for them. Right?
No, it is. Yeah. No, I mean, the Japanese running culture is top notch. I mean, they train probably as much and harder as hard as anyone in the world. I think it's a bit hit or miss for some guys because I think you can either nail it because you've done a lot and it's gone well. I think also it might lead to some more injuries or some blow-ups in races. But like I don't know. I just have the utmost respect for Japanese marathoners, runners in general. I was really impressed with just the culture that's been established there and just the toughness and the willingness to like kind of push the envelope in training. I mean, to run 250 or 300K in a week, you hear stuff like that and you're like, really? Like, so, I mean, not to say that I'm going to do that exact same thing, but like, I think that there's value in trying to kind of take some of the things that they're doing and try to adapt it into definitely what we do. So clearly they've got a system going that's pretty good. Yeah.
So it's like a U.S. marathoner on the guy's side,
Yeah.
seeing a result like Desi's,
Yeah.
like Shalane in November. I guess how do you feed off of that as a guy?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I've been like trying. I mean, I've been trying to pick Shalane's brain. I guess ever since I switched over to marathon, I really look up to Shalane as someone just that I just really respect as an athlete. I think she's one of the toughest, smartest, hardest workers in our sport.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to learn little things from her and put them into my own training and racing and just like try to emulate it. Specifics, I don't know. It's just like, Shalane and I are probably, I'm more similar to Shalane than I am to like Desi or, even Amy Craig. Yeah. So just coming from the track background and like, Shalane runs a lot, but like she doesn't run as much, maybe as much as some of the others do.
Yeah.
So.
So did you hear what